Tinoda kutenda Mwari nekusangana kwataita mukati mezuva ranhasi, tichitenda Jehovha nenyasha dzake kutisanganisazve muchirongwa Missionary Story chatinokurukura nemamissionary vapenyu vanotiudza nhoroondo yeupenyu nezvavakasangana nazvo nekutikurudzira kupinda mukati mebasa. Mufaro wedu mukati mezuva ranhasi kusangana naDr. Obert Nyawa Mudzengi vachataura kwatiri mukati memavhiki maviri. Mufundisi tokuchingamidzai.
Tinotenda.
Yes,
mufaro wangu kuva nemi pano.
Amen, amen. Yes. Totenda nekuuya uyezve nekudaira vateereri vachada kuhwawo nhoroondo yeupenyu hwenyu kuti ndimani. Vanhu vangada kuziva kuti ndiani Dr. Obert Nyawa Mudzengi.
Okay. Pastor Mudzengi vakazvarwa in a family of 7 and I am number 6.
Okay.
So I am the second last born. Our first born in the family is now late. She is no more.
Sorry.
So we are now 6, but we were originally 7.
Okay.
So that's me.
Ndo muri yenyu.
Yes.
Vamwe vangada kuziva kuti Pastor Mudzengi munhu akaroora here, ane mhuri here, mhuri yavo yakakura sei?
Tinotenda. I am married.
Okay.
I am married with one wife nevana vatatu.
Okay.
Tinovimba, tinomuda na tinovonga.
Wow, saka matino tino.
Yes.
Hapana pamwe confuse here kanzi baba tino hamuziti nderipiri kudai.
Yeah, then it becomes confusing kuti ndeupi ari kurehwa, but normally you would know maybe it's the first born.
Powerful. Tinotenda Mwari. Vamwe vangada kuziva nhoroondo yechikristu mukati memhuri yaKwaMudzengi. Kuti chikristu ichi makachiwana sei, zvakauya sei, tingaziva sei nhoroondo yekutenda kwenyu?
Okay, tinotenda. Inini baba vangu, when we were born, takatozvarwa vari muSavada.
Okay.
Because vakakurira kuHanke Mission.
Hanke Mission.
Actually Hanke Mission iri munzvimbo yeKwaMudzengi. Saka sekuru, zibaba ziguru, ndo vakatodoneta land yekuti Hanke Mission, Hanke Adventist School. Ivakwe. Saka nokuda kwaizvozvo vana baba vedu vakadzidza paHanke ipapo vakaita maSavada. Sekuru vakadoneta land iyoyo vakati chitorayo umwe mwana wangu mumudzidzise zvechimissionary chenyu. Saka umwe mwana wavo ainzi Mbono Mudzengi zvakare akatanga kutoita pastor mukati memhuri. Then vamwe vose vaizotevera vakapinda muchitendero yechiSabata kubvira ipapo. Saka takangozvarwa mumhuri yechiSabata tikakura mumhuri yechiSabata.
So in other words, ndahwa muchitaura nenyaya yekudoneta land kwakaita zisekuru zihombe. Mune nhoroondo here nekunzwa kwamakaita kuti chii chakavamotivheta ichocho chakada kuvamotivheta kuti pane here akanga vavinga avakumbira kuti chiSavada chacho ivo vanga vachiwana kupi?
Okay, tinotenda. MaMissionary ndo vakaenda kwavari sekuru vachitsvaka nzvimbo yekuti tingavaka papi mission yedu. These missionaries vaibva kuSolusi, since kuriko kwakatanga kuestablishwa chiSavada. Then from Solusi, then they spread all over the country.
Vamwe vachiti Nyazura, vamwe Lower Gweru, vamwe
So they also went down kuMidlands kuShurugwi vachitsvaka nzvimbo. Vakasvikawo area yeKwaMudzengi vakapuwa a piece of land yekuti vavake mission yavo.
So sekuru vaive muSavada here uro vanga vasati vamuSavada?
Ivo havana kuita muSavada. Vakangodoneta land iyo. Vakati chidzidzisai mwana wangu mumwe agoita sezvamunoita. Saka ndokupinda kwakaita vamwe sekuru vanonzi Mbono. I think pane bhuku rakanyorwa nerire nhoroondo rinotaura about our missionaries, mapioneers vemuno muZimbabwe vatorimo imomo vanonzi Pastor Mbono.
So zvadaro chisavadha chakaramba chirimo mukati memhuri manje kubudikidza naPastor Mbono. Do you still remember kana makambowa nhoroondo kwavakapasta zvavakaitawo mumissionary wavo time yavo?
Tinotenda. I just remember one thing. Ina handina kukwanisa kuvaona nekuda kuti vakashayika isati tazvarwa. Saka muchaona kuti pandaiva chaplain kunyazura mission, ndakasangana naPastor Dumba. Pastor Dumba vachinditsanangurira kuti vaMbono vakambobata vari kuarea yekwana Rusape kuya vaiita macrusades vachiparidzira, vanzi vaiita zvokubvisa mazino kana kune vanhu vane mazino aivarwadza vasati vaparidza during the course of the community service. Saka vaibvisa, vanzi vane chimuchina chaibvisa mazino, then after that vozoparidza. Saka paishanda, I think, health message as the right hand of the gospel. So they found something to do to help in community, then vabetsera, then vochiunza evangeli. Iya yatinotaura tichiti Christ method. Yes.
So Christ method haina kutanga nesu. Inotori nevamwe vakatomboiitawo ikatoproduce results. Wow. Vamwe ungada kuziva Pastor kuti kutendeuka kwenyu kuzova musavadha imimi manje as an individual, your conversion, makabhabhatidzwa gore ripi, chii chakakumotivhetaiwo? Unenge wazvagwa mumba memasavadha manje, but pane paunosanganawo naMwari as an individual. Chii chakakumotivheta? Chii chakaitika?
Basically what was happening mumba medu bataigara ndechekuti mangwanani ega taingonzwa baba vakutoimbira tenzi muchanzwa ndoimba zvepamangwanani, then tose tobva tatomuka topinda mumunamato. Tapinda mumunamato taimbira toverengerwa vhesi. Mazuva iwayo taidzidza quarterly, the Sabbath school lesson. Saka kana iri paMonday ndoyataitoita iyo musi weMonday tichidzidza tichiverenga Bhaibheri, and we also learned how to read the Bible. Pane chishona chakaoma chine zvimazeti zviya zvine muswe. It was difficult to read that Bible mazuva ekutanga, but with time kana uri mudiki unoguma wadzidzira, waijairira, wava kugona kutoriita. So every year we would go to camp meeting and everything zvinongoitwa muchechi yeSabata. Every Sabbath taienda kuchechi. So I remember I was baptized when I was 12 years old, story ku camp meeting, and we used to go through a test before one was baptized. Then pass that test, then you are now ready for baptism.
Muchiri kurangarira kuti ndiani pastor anokubhabhatidzai?
I can't remember now kuti ndi pastor ani
vakati was baba ari
pa meeting and I can't remember, but I just remember some of the speakers who were coming. Kwaiva ana Pastor Chiyoma, I think he's now late. Vakashayika, and it was always a great experience to go kuma camp meeting. Taifarira kuida ikoko musango, chitamba, especially those of my age, Chinda Kurwizi, Chidini, and camp meeting was quite a very special experience.
Vana vaMwari tiri kuona kunaka kwazvo. Ndafarira kufunga mataura kuti paiverengwa quarterly yaiverengwa Monday paMonday, Tuesday paTuesday. Muchaona kuti mazuva ano amene kuti mweya iwo wabvepi, kuti unoda kubatanidza zvese kuseni Sabata, kuti unoda kurova iyo Sabbath school yacho Sabbath afternoon kusvikira Friday wonodzidzisa. But tiri kuona ukoshi hwekuverenga as a family and also as an individual. Mungagona here kutsanangura mufundisi nhoroondo yekudzidza kwenyu kuzosvika pamava doctor, kuti zvakafamba sei, makadzidza kuzvikoro zvipi, zvikaita sei?
Okay, tinotenda. Basically takadzidza kuLower Gwero Mission.
Okay.
From Form 1 kusvika Form 6. all my brothers and my sisters takadzidza ipapo palowa gwero. And it was an Adventist school. Tichiita zvese according to Adventism. So I never attended a Catholic school or whichever school. What I know is Adventism, because ndakakura in a family Adventist, went to an Adventist school. After Form 6 ikoku Lower Gwero Mission, I then decided to go to Solusi, and I went to Solusi. I could not tell my father I wanted to be a pastor, because during those days zvazvisina chiremerera kuita pastor. It was thought kuti ndizvo vanhu vasingagoni muchikoro, because I think there was no money. So it was actually very tough. I didn't know how to tell him kuti ndozvandoda kunoita. So I just went to Solusi ndikaita musikanzwa. I changed major on my own.
Makaapulaya chimfundisi. Vanhu vangadi kuziva kuti makaapulaya chi at first.
At first. Well, I wanted to go and start peace and conflict. That is what I wanted to go and do. Yes. So, but I was having thoughts in my heart. No,
I should be a pastor.
I should do theology. But I was not brave enough to tell my family members, this is what I want to go and do, because I think if I told them, they were not going to allow me to go and do it. So I just said, well, I will go when I get there. If they allow me to do it, I will start to do it. And Mary, I'm not putting the burden on you to soften their hearts for them to just to get to understand your decision.
So your experience, man.
Yes.
Masvika paSolusi. Makapindere muclass peace and conflict or chii chakabva chaitika ipapo?
What happened is, on my way to Solusi, I remember it was on a Sunday. I was still battling. What am I going to do? This is what I want to do. But I was not given a place to do that theology. So I was saying, when we go to register, inini, I'm just going to register kuti ndiri kunoita theology. But I didn't know how it was going to work, because I didn't know the process. So I met with the now pastor Watson Biri. Yes, it's a bus station. I think it was Pacific Center Blawayo. Then we got into the Titanic, that articulated bus Solusi University. Then we managed to get to be given the same room. Same room. And he told me he was doing theology. I was not yet sure. What am I gonna do and whatever. So the registration was being done mu Exley War. Then I saw this man, and he was like an angry man who was registering. I now know it's Pastor Mhlanga. But I had this man who not register me, he will refuse me. So I could not register in the morning, because there was a tough man. I thought this one would not allow me to register. Then in the afternoon, I went back there to check again. To come back down, there was a man who was a bit smiling and whatever. There was now Dr. Mateba. They said, let me try this one. They said, what do you want to do? Theology. He said to me, register. These are the courses and everything. He did not ask me anything. And then that's how I started doing theology. But there were very few people who were doing theology. The young people who were there, it was basically me and Pastor Mbiri. All the others were much older than us, and Kuma districts, they were already employed. So we were the odd ones out in the classes.
Yes. Tiri kuona kushanda kwaMwari, kuti Mwari anogona kutishandura nzira dzatinenge takaronga. Mwari oshandisa dzimwe nzira kuti tiite basa rake. MapaSolusi, matanga kudzidza. What was your experience? Kuita theology, how was it?
To me, I thought I am finished, because I thought these are the senior pastors. They already know what we are being taught. I just used to think kuti kana munhu atokuri pastor
zvese anazvo
zvese anozviziva. Saka I said to myself, I'm now supposed to really put my best effort, so that to try to match with these senior guys who know the Bible and whatever. And during our days, there were no phones, there were no cell phones, other social media and whatever. So you just go there, concentrate. If you want to talk to your parents, maybe why go to Yura Taba or whatever. It depends on the call boxes. Don't communicate anyone. So you could just concentrate going to the library. Wodzokera kurumba kwaunogara, woita kudining, woita zvaunoita pacampus. Kwakusina madistractions akawanda avako zvekuti I think dei takaida pakuva yana WhatsApp hatifungi kuti zvaibuda zvakanaka. Ndinotoda kuti vapfana vari kumazuva ano funga vane njere dzakawanda, vanomanija maWhatsApp nezvinhu zvakawanda achiverenga futi. Saka during our day you could focus on something and just do it without chinokupingaidza and other things like that.
Yeah. So which means there was a total commitment pachinhu chaunga uchiita as an individual. You'd find, as you have said, Pastor, kuti in our days munhu aitaura achiti pa 10 years dzatorarama unogona kuona kuti nekuda kwesocial media une 1 year raunogona kunzi waspenda riri pasocial media 24/7 chete. Kwanzi 10 years dzeupenyu ezvinobva nguva yatiri ukaona mwana ane 10 years oziva kuti ane 1 year resocial media. You can imagine kuti ndezvipi zvingabude. And there are so many shortcuts today. Why? Because vanhu havachagoni kuita zvinhu with due diligence panguva dzatiri madziri. Vateereri vangada kubvunza, Pastor, matanga theology muri hamusati maiudza, what was how did they react? Vakareacta sei pavakazonzwa kuti maamufundisi?
Well, I never told them. They just got to understand it. I think I never said any word to them about it. But most probably now patatoenda maybe my results, maybe they could see it's now theology. And I think maybe my father just accepted it. Well, maybe those are asarudza. No one ever put me to court. Why did you choose to do this?
Wow.
I was always praying, especially past semester ekutanga. So during that semester, there was this tension. What are they going to say? What is going to happen? So I was always praying, going to the prayer band, Makuseni, Solusi, Koko, Makuseni, at 5 a.m. There was a prayer band saying, Mari, in your own way, speak to my father, speak to my parents, so that they get to understand, this is what I'm doing. No one ever asked me about it.
Yes. So, Pastor, mapedza 4 years pa Solusi University.
We were doing 3.
You're doing 3
we
years?
never did 4 years.
Oh,
we did 3
really?
years. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, mapedza 3 years. Maenda musiri kubva kubasa. Mangoya as a student. Makasiyana nevamwe vari employed. Makudzokera manje. Kunotsvaka basa manje. What was the experience? Makapinda sei muministry macho manga musiri kutanga basa renyu?
Okay, panguva yedu we never had a challenge yekuti ndakuda kunotsvaka employment by the conference. Actually, titoripo, the conference would come, my leaders, which are hunting for pastors, actually looking for pastors, people who are on self-sponsorship, to say, why can't you come and join our conference? So I did not have any hassle. We could choose wherever we wanted to go. And my friend, Watson, Pastor Mbiriri, then actually when we finished, he then said, well, let's go together to Harare. And then we then went to the conference. And panguva iva president aiva pakuna Pastor Nzuma. So it was not difficult. I didn't even put an application form or write an application letter. They just told me you can come. Yes, you were not on budget, but we have created a budget for you. We want for you to go and start your work kuNorton. Mazuwa Norton was like under Harare West District, and there was one pastor, and Pastor Goel, Pastor Gowell. So, so he was taking care of all the churches, which was Harare West, Norton. So I was the pioneer pastor for that district.
For Norton.
Yes.
So Harare West,
it was one district with one pastor.
So you were the pioneer man.
Yes.
When Norton district. Yeah. So what was your experience? Kuana that experience as a district pastor, how was it?
It was a tough experience because I had never attended any church board. I started attending a board where I was supposed to chair it. And I did not have any experience of it. And those things are not taught. Kuchikoro. Kuchikoro, I just taught this and that. Theory. So now that the rabbi was now meeting the tar. So it was very difficult even to conduct Lord's Supper. You had to think and read. How do I really do it? Sometimes and whatever. But there were always elders, senior elders who were there to help and to assist.
Muri kuNorton pastor. Vamangada kuziva kuti your experiences you have said makavhura church up. Do you still remember church crusades makaita? And is there any testimony that you may share? Tisingatauri mazita yamunoti kuNorton ndakaona ruoko rwaMwari apa.
Badadri kuNorton, we had one unended area. Area yes kudzika kuinda kunana Zimba. We had no church. So we then decided to tinofanira kuita my evangelistic meetings kwana Mtubva. So we went there. It was our first try to have a crusade. Ikoko. Usually we had 1 or 2 members in the area, but they would come to Norton for worship. So we said, let's try and open a branch, Pamtuva. So we met with a lot of resistance. Panguwa ndo paiva pachide zvana land reform paitogwa minda kubva kuvarungu ichiunzwa kuvanhu vatema and other things like that. Saka people would view maybe any church imwe inenge ichiuya with suspicion because kwakazara the Roman Catholic Church and people were suspicious kuti vanhu vapi vari kuuya kuzoita zvechechi here kana kuti zvepolitics. I remember this other day tichidzi buda ipo pamuri kuitira musaka ndipo vadadi tichifoswa kudzi munofanira kuita maslogan and other things like that. But we thank God we managed to start a branch ipapo, but the branch is still running. We were encountering my evil spirits and we just had to pray kungonamata chaiko chaiko. I believe kuti mweya mutsvene hatiupuwi kuti tigone kukohwa chibage kana kutanangura nzungu. Mweya mutsvene unoshanda kana tiri mumission field. And that's where you really see the hand of God. Kuti Mwari ari kupindira, mweya yetsvina iri kutiza, iri kutama, tangonamata muzita raKristu Jesu. So if we are involved mission yaMwari, you actually encounter the Holy Spirit. Yes.
So maibata kusvika kuzvimba murombedzi yese.
Yes, but there was no church. So we're trying to open up branches in that area.
Yeah. Inyasha dzamwari.
Yeah.
It was such an experience. Maifamba sei, maidrive ere, maifamba netsoka maita sei.
Well, those first days I did not have a car. So we used to use maybe transport. I provide whatever elders and whatever, and my church member. That is what we used to use, and even public transport. So that's how we used to connect from one area to another area.
It was such an experience. Mama ungada kuziva pastor kuti makapasta for how long imomu Norton district? If you still remember.
I just did 2 years in Norton. And then from Norton, I was then transferred to Nyazura to become a chaplain, for the mission.
Wow.
And when I was chaplain there, Pastor Dumba was the pastor for that district. So yes. So I was basically responsible for the students and not any campus outside. So we then also were going with the students to go and do my crusades outside
the campus.
Yes. As a way of motivating them and also getting them involved in mission work.
Powerful.
Yes.
What was your experience? What was your experience? You've already alluded to my involvement, my students. How was it? Your first experience as a chaplain in Mabaku district, Magagona Kwad, just say the school environment and other things.
Basically, open mission school. Now I've been posted per mission school. It was easier to relate at a mission school. Mission for 6 years. So then I went there to be at a mission school and with young people. I just have this passion in me to empower young people, to help people, to counsel them so that they can do very well, to motivate. So it was quite an experience. I was also teaching in the classroom. Yes, the Bible knowledge and other things like that. So I was always happy. Would go for prayer band with the church would be full of students every morning at 5 a.m. No one was forced to come, but kids would just come. They wanted to be involved in my Bible quiz and many things. It was quite an experience. They wanted to join the choir. Actually, my choir master has to miss out. No, we have enough. But it was the dream of everyone to participate, to do something for the Lord.
Pastor, permission. In our days, you'd find there are now high rates of drug abuse. Papa such encounters part time. What was the experience? How would you manage as the chaplain?
Okay. My incidences, my drugs, they were there but low. I think it was quite a big outbreak. My drugs and other things like that. And I think there are many factors which actually contribute to those problems, because people no more have time with families. People are always on the phone, and they are always watching TV. Even when they are eating, they don't talk to each other. So because of the influence, media, people are lonely, and people don't know the purpose of their lives. And when purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. So ukaona munachoshandisa drugs, it's a manifestation inototaridza kuti ana kuziva chaakaunzirwa panyika. So he is trying to vent out energy aifanira kuti ashandise to fulfill their purpose. Avakuishandisa to actually abuse themselves, and they are thinking that maybe they are doing something good for themselves, yet they are actually destroying themselves.
In addition, Pastor, what was your experience? With your ministry panyazura vakaona Jesu vamwe upenyu hwavo hwakashandurwa, and you have some testimonies of such students.
Yeah, I still meet most of them. They are now professionals. Some are lawyers, some are doctors. They are still in the church, and they point back to those old Nyazura days. That was the experience that made them, or that cemented their relationship with Jesus. Varambe vari muchurch. So whenever I meet these students who were former Nyazura students, I'm excited. Amen. And they remind me of those days. Some even tell me kuti makaparidza maridzo yakati, and I have forgotten about most of those sermons, and they still remember those things. So sometimes when you do something, maybe you are preaching, you are not conscious of what it's actually doing mukati muupenyu weumwe munhu. I used to know Nyazura ipapo, maybe you would start a term, we do analysis kuti percentage yema-Adventist compared to non-Adventist yakakura sei. Sometimes you could start at 70% Adventist, but third term, we are already talking about 98%. Sometimes even 100%. We have changed the whole school, all the students are now Adventist. It was quite an experience. Yes.
Inzwa Jesu odayiza ndiyani osewenza minda yese yatoiva ndiyani achakowa mtenzi anodayizira achazokupatusom ndiyani achapindura ndiri pano nditume kana usingabiri nyanza kana kushumaira shumaira bahedeni bakakutendereza kana usiringirosi kana usipauro taura rudo rwa Jesu uti akatifira kana usiri murindi parushingo rwezioni uchinongedza kudenga kunova paupenyu nemina matone zvipo woita kuda kwake ungafanane naAron kubatsira muprofiti apo mweya iri kufa tenzi achidaidza usazotine unyope handikwanisibasa itabasarano kupa farira basarake kasika kumupindura ndiri pano nditume mweya iri kufa tenzi anolanidza usazotiwe neunyope handikwanisibasa itabasarano kupa farira basarake kasika kumupindura ndiri pano nditume itabasarano kupa farira basarake kasika kumupindura ndiri pano nditume kasika kumupindura ndiri